It's Kevin Kenny sitting backstage with Sabrina Carpenter
Hello.
at Billboard's Hot 100 Music Fest out here on Jones Beach. And I gotta say, it's funny seeing you when I'm not drenched in sweat. There's a big promotion, a contest giveaway at my gym, Retro Fitness for Almost Love. And so I'm always ending the workout, I'm like, and then you are there in the music video and they're like, win a trip with Sabrina Carpenter.
And then you're like, what a great end to my workout.
Yeah.
I feel like I just want to, did you win? You should enter.
I have not entered yet, but you know what, after this, if this goes well, Sabrina, I think I might have to enter.
Well, if you're lucky, you'll get to meet her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good point, right?
Yeah.
I've already won. But speaking of Almost Love, congratulations on the success of that song.
Thank
I
you.
hear it on New York radio like every day. I mean,
And
it's
in your
high
gym,
rotation.
apparently.
And in
So
my
it's
gym.
great.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
drier though when I hear it on the radio.
It's much drier. Yeah.
But talk about the success of that song. That must feel incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you ever, like, you release songs and just you release ones that are close to you and hope that people resonate with them. And the ones that raise their hand, it's a really, really good feeling, especially because I think that was a song that was sort of like a step outside of my comfort zone for me. And my fans love it, and they send me the cutest videos of them dancing and just like looking like queens and kings. It's great. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad that people like it.
Is that the highest compliment as an artist, is when you put a body of work out or a song out and then people are actually taking the time to make videos and edit videos to your song?
It's not even just that. They will go to extremes on what they do. Like, I just put out the video for Almost Love, and then I saw these girls find the location of the video, the place that we shot the video, went there and like did their own shoot in the places where we shot. And it was like, they really never fail to amaze me, but that's why I love them so much. And it's this like give and take. You want to keep giving them more and more because they give you so much amazing energy. It's like, it's really fun.
Totally. Do your fans have a name? Like, do you have a fandom name?
I call them Carpenters, and I think for a while I was like letting them call themselves by their names because they have names. But then they were really like asking for something, so I went with Carpenters.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's right there.
I like that. So let's talk about how you have the workload that you have is pretty incredible. And I was reading recently, you, for someone just from a young age, have always wanted to do 10 things at once. Mm-hmm. And for you, that's balancing movies and TV and music. But for you at home, it's probably school or dating or work maybe. What is your advice to your fans of multitasking? Like, I want the pro tips from Sabrina herself.
Wow. You don't think about it as multitasking. You just think about it as like, you have to be excited about those things though. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just multitask to multitask because then you're giving 50% on each thing you do. You like, if you really love what you're doing, then you want to give 100% with each thing. And it's just about kind of like, I don't know, separating them and thinking about them as a singular thing. I hate myself.
Wow, what a segue.
But actually, you really do. Like, for me, when I was recording the album and writing the album, my head wasn't in a place of like, oh, I'm playing this character, and vice versa. When I'm on set, I'm playing a character and I'm not thinking about, music and mixes and as much as I want to. So yeah, I think you take it day by day and you give yourself a pat on the back and reward yourself for the little things along the way.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe, focus on the task at hand, you might say.
Exactly.
So you segued beautifully there. Singular.
I did.
The album is coming out later this year. And I like that term, singular, because it's almost like the self-titled vibe without being self-titled.
Yeah.
Where did the title come from?
I was honestly talking to someone that said the word singularly in a sentence, and then I heard it as just singular. And for some reason, in that moment, like, I knew that was going to happen to me because I feel like it's so hard to just be like, this is what I want to call my album. Like, it has to find a reason for it to be the name. And for me, I was writing the album for the past almost 2.5 years now. And after I was kind of like towards the end of the process, I just realized the songs, it wasn't so much about confidence as it was like how the album made me feel was confident and empowered and just like I wanted to be myself and nothing else. And each song kind of stood on their own. There wasn't really a sequel to any other song. It wasn't like, the whole album sounds like one thing. It was its own singular thing in each track. So
Right.
So I'm excited for everyone to hear it and see what they think. I know it sounds so weird when you're talking about an album that's not out,
Right.
but I can't wait for you guys to have it.
Now, in terms of naming albums and how you've done it in the past, do you ever head into a project with a name, or do you have to kind of get to know a project, look at it as a body of work and say, okay, this is what the name is?
Well, I'm like a baby in music world. So I've done like, my records so far, my 2 records that I've had before, it's been different things for each one. So I guess when I'm like on my 10th, then we can have this conversation and I'll tell you because I'll be a pro by then. But
I'll put it in my Google Calendar.
Yeah, just mark it for 2030.
How many tracks are on Singular?
I haven't said it yet.
Okay.
And I'm going to wait a little bit because I'm doing something interesting with it, and you guys will know all of it soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are there any features on Singular?
Yeah.
Who can you tell us?
I can't tell you anything
Nobody?
yet.
Why not
No,
a hint? Because the Carpenters would love a hint. You don't have to say the name.
Well, I have a really, really, one of my best friends on the album, and then I have someone that people know that I've worked with, or people know that I've been working with.
Okay.
So,
Very
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now you also have a movie coming out this fall, October 19th. The Hate You Give comes out. Talk about that film.
The Hate You Give was it's by a book by Angie Thomas. It's based on a book by Angie Thomas, if I had words. And honestly, I was a huge fan of the book. I didn't know they were making it into a movie until I got an email one day, and I was like, there's only one role I can play in this movie, and no one's gonna like it. But I was so honored to be a part of this film. It's a very important current film, and I think that we need it. And we filmed the movie in Atlanta, I think last year. So I'm actually going to the premiere in a couple weeks in Toronto, and I'm excited for everyone to see it because it's just. We kind of need it at this time in our world, and to bring more light and to bring more hope to everyone's lives.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's an important film for sure, from what I've gathered and what I've read.
Yeah.
There's a great article, profile on Sabrina in the new Billboard magazine, and we actually have the author of that article,
on
the associate
in.
editor herself of Billboard magazine, Lindsay Havens. How are you?
I'm clapping, but you can't hear because I'm clapping on the microphone.
So this is an amazing profile. I had to have Lindsay on for this chat because I
She's
enjoyed
queen.
it so much.
Thank you.
Aw.
Thank
What
you.
makes Sabrina so special, though, Lindsay, in your own words?
I just find it so fascinating. She's been hustling since you were, what, 10?
I won't
it's okay,
listen.
yeah,
This
just close
is so
your-
strange.
No, but I mean, you would say this about yourself too. You were writing songs at 10, you were acting at 11, and I think that's what's so special is that the two of your most special hobbies have always been neck and neck. You know, I know how important acting and your music career both are to you, and you've always been able to do both at the same time and do them both really well and challenge yourself in new ways. Yeah, and it's been so exciting to
I
see.
should speak in the microphone.
Yes, no. I mean, you guys just talked about The Hate You Give. That's a new challenging role for you.
Yeah.
So I think it's just really special, and your new music is taking you in a different path as well.
Yeah, she summed it up really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should just carry you
am
with me
that great.
everywhere I go.
Feel free to agree with all of it.
I agree.
One of my favorite takeaways actually was when you guys were talking about influences and just music you're into, and I think Brockhampton and Arctic Monkeys, which I'm sure Lindsay loved as
Yes,
the rock
I
fan.
love that shout out.
Who is the most unexpected artist that you listen to, maybe on a day-to-day basis, or just are influenced by that? We know Sabrina Carpenter from social media, from what you do in film and music, but wow, she listens to that.
What if I was just like Weird Al?
Is
That'd be
that
awesome.
true? Are you a Weird Al fan?
Sometimes, yeah. I actually know him. I do an animated show with him.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, he's amazing. No, I do though. I listen to honestly almost anything you can think of, and I think my fans probably don't expect like the side that listens to like Brockhampton. They know that I love classics, and they know that I've always loved the Beatles. Like I grew up on the Beatles and Etta James and Patsy Cline. So I think like now in this day and age, like I listen to literally everything and anything because I think it's so fascinating how we're just like we're working at the speed of light when it comes to music, and we have to keep up with each other because we're constantly moving and people are pushing the boundaries every single day, and it's really fun to hear.
Totally.
Yeah.
Lindsay, who would you love to see Sabrina collaborate with?
Yeah, please tell me.
Arctic Monkeys.
Really?
I love that. When I was
Yeah.
talking to you, you're like, yeah, I'm wearing their tour merch right now. And I was like, that's amazing.
You're gonna like my set today.
You and Alex Turner together? Let's do it.
Oh my
Make
god,
it happen.
I cry.
What can she expect from the set?
Maybe like a little surprise cover.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Of
I'm not gonna say it. Don't
I
say
know, I
it.
don't want to
Don't
jinx it.
say
I
it.
just want this to happen.
Don't say it. Just
Very
say
cool.
like hot turtles. It's the opposite of anyways.
Hot
Okay.
turtles.
Well, I don't know why.
I was
the
already going to
first
be
thing.
there, but now I cannot wait even more to see what's
Oh
about
my
to
gosh, I
happen.
was gonna say that's a dad joke. I don't even think that's a dad joke. That's
It's
just
not even a joke. That's just like an
that's a Sabrina
awful,
joke.
flat out. Yeah, it's a Sabrina joke.
All right. Well, for Lindsay Havens, Sabrina Carpenter, and the Hot Turtles.
Okay, let's-
Coming to a town near you.
We're
Maybe that's
not-
the
it's
opener
not
for
a
your next
thing.
tour.
It's not a thing. Bye, guys.
I'm Kevin Kenny, and thanks for watching.
Yeah.